What's the word, good people? Back. Haven't heard our voices in a little while. Been taking care of business. Welcome back to another week in the books. A special short episode of another week in the books. I'm your host, Rich, joined by the legend Spike Lou. Spike Lou, how you feeling?
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you, my brother?
Doing well, man. We're 2 days
We've been
away at
about
the time of
three
this.
weeks. We've been about 3
Uh
weeks since that
two,
house, two.
two, maybe three. Yeah, man.
That time of year, folks, you never know when
It's
people working or not, man. It's just like
Yeah,
can't
it's got a
figure it
lot of
out
stuff
till
going
January.
on. Yeah, so we definitely
Facts.
wanted to check in with the holiday first and foremost. Make sure everybody doing well, spending time with your family, however you celebrate. I know not everybody partakes in what they call traditional Thanksgiving, but if you call it eating day, time to get with family, whatever it is, hopefully you're having a good time. At the time of recording this is Monday, a few days before Thanksgiving, but also 2 days before my dog's birthday. Spike
Yep.
Lou getting another year older. I'm sure we'll have a conversation about this soon. I know that's an idea I floated around, but how you feel with another year coming up?
How do you feel? I don't, I mean, I hate to sound cliche,
Yeah,
but for men, I feel like the older you start to get, the less of a big deal you want your birthday to be. I'll say.
mm. Yeah. I wonder
Like,
what
I'm
that
cool
is.
with just being around, people. I got to call my homie back now because I'm going into the city tomorrow. So I'm sure he called and asked him what we wanted to do. He just called me when we started. But yeah, I don't have to do too much, man. I don't have any big expectations. I don't want to do these big grandiose things to go out and be partying. I'm cool with just being around my people, having fun, laughing, chilling. Like that's the plan for the birthday.
That's what's up,
Go
man.
eat some
Whatever it
good
is,
food. Yeah, go eat some good food. Chill with people that I love and I know love me.
no doubt, man. Whatever it is, just make sure you do something for yourself. Celebrate yourself. Do something you wouldn't normally do. Spend a little extra money on something you wouldn't, spend on
Man,
a Wednesday afternoon. Just do
facts.
it for yourself that one time, man. Whether it's a good bottle of wine, whatever the case is, man. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it. You enjoy that, brother.
That's a good point. I appreciate that.
No
You
doubt.
you brought up something interesting because this just happened to me. You said do something you wouldn't normally do,
Yeah.
and this is gonna be a funny one. So shout out to AB. Y'all know him, co-hosted on deck. They had they do a live series. It's called Crates and Convos, and they had a live show. This is the second one that they've done at this coffee shop that's in Atlanta. Black owned business, and the premise of it, you go in there. This one was a Pharrell battle, so they would play one Pharrell song versus another one, and you try to decipher which song was the better one. Have a microphone handed out to people in the crowd. They tell why this song is better, memories that they have from the song, trivia, different things like that. So it's a hodgepodge of people. It's Atlanta, so you're gonna get like black people see something going on in a coffee shop. You're gonna get a nice crowd. So it was a nice crowd there. And me and my homie Derb, he was there with me. Me and him
Well,
chilling.
shout out to Dirk, man.
And shout out to Derb, man. So
Dirk got one of the funniest emojis he be using, man. That golf swing, bro. You catch him on their post doing the golf swing, I be getting weak, bro. Because you can't explain it, but you know exactly what it means. It's one of those things, man. You can't
yes,
explain it, but you know exactly what it means.
facts. That's my guy. So me and him sitting there chilling. Somebody walks in. She had just been at the coffee shop because she had a meeting, but she didn't really know what was going on. So we was explaining the event to her. I was telling her because AB was up hosting, so I was explaining to her how I knew him and how me and Durb knew each other and shit. And they do this cool thing where like it's adults of course, but they try to make it like millennial friendly. So they do things like this kind of nostalgic. And they had coloring pages.
Mm-hmm.
Like the coloring shit, coloring pencils and crayons. So the chick sitting next to me, I was explaining to how I knew AB. She's like, "Oh, so you guys y'all know the host and stuff like that." We like, yeah, it's cool. We're glad you came out. Just meeting her now. So she right there. We sitting at the same table. Derb got up and let her sit down because it's limited seating. And she coloring and shit. And we was just fucking around talking. And she looked me dead in my face. And she asked me, she said, "Do you want to color?" Dead ass serious now. At this point, she had been talking to me like 25, 30 minutes. And I looked at her. I was like, no, what the fuck are you talking to? I said, do I look like a nigga that'll be sitting here coloring?
You ain't give her the simple like, nah, I'm good. You gave her the how dare you ask me?
Absolutely not. I don't want to color. This is where I respect her though, Rich. And I was like, okay. She looked at me and she said, well, that's ridiculous. Why not? I'm gonna go get you a coloring page.
She said, fuck what you talk about.
Then she was just like, nigga, who? She was like, nigga, who do you think that you are? Where you can sit here and try to be cool where you can't color.
I like it. Shout out to her though. I like that.
She got up. Yeah, that's what I was like, okay, I ain't mad at that. She got up, took like 5-10 minutes. She went to go find one. They were like, I don't know what it is. Like, I guess we got another one. So he went to go find one 5 minutes later. She come back with it. I said, you know what? And I was thinking about it while she was gone. I was like, you know what? I don't even know how to color. I ain't never colored in my life.
What do you mean you ain't never colored in your bro?
I've never
stop spiking, man. Come on, man.
I was thinking about it while she was gone. I was like, how am I gonna get out of this? I was like, how am I gonna get out of this? And then because I've never liked
stop. Stop trying to move on.
I'm gonna tell you why. I've never liked how my handwriting look, because I got this weird thing where I write with my left hand, but it's not my strong hand. My strong hand is my right hand. Everything I do, golf swing, basketball shot, anything athletic, anything that I do it with my strong hand, right hand, except writing. So my writing looks
always
terrible.
Been like that for you.
Always been like that since I started school. The teachers used to be so confused by it. Like one teacher legit called my mom in the middle of class one day. And she's like, she's like, I don't think he writes with his left hand. And my mom didn't. She was like, I don't, motherfucker, you the teacher, nigga. What the fuck you calling and telling me for? So yeah, it was.
But you're not ambidextrous per se.
I think that is ambidextrous, right?
It is, but what I mean is not in the sense of you can do everything with both. The only thing you do with your left is right.
Only thing I do with my left hand is right.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is fascinating. There's got to be something that I'm sure Malcolm Gladwell will be able to. Malcolm Gladwell probably wrote a book somewhere where it's telling you what that's like. You got some kind of special skill for that.
Yeah. I definitely, because everything else is right-handed. There's nothing that I do left-handed. Even how left-handed people write, when they usually curl their shit over like that, I don't even write like that left-handed. I write, you know what I'm saying, like different from how other left-handed people write.
But you're not left-handed. You just write left.
I just write left-handed. Right. It's weird.
Fascinating.
So I've never really liked how coloring like my shit looked, because I always felt like I was using the wrong hand, so I could never really get it right. And so I tried that excuse on. It's like, I don't know how to color. Ain't nobody never taught me how to color. She like,
because you sound like, well, right, you sound crazy when you say that.
You do sound nuts. And she took it in stride. She's like, you know what? Okay, cool. I'm gonna teach you how to color right now. Then this how you do this.
Who is
this how you do this? I just met her.
This woman?
I just met her then, and that's what Derb came up to say to her. He was like, I don't know who you are or what you just did, but you got this nigga over here coloring. Derb told her, you need an award, like, because this nigga ain't looked up.
You had to.
She did. So I fucked with that. That was a pretty cool interaction that I came across this weekend. And you was talking about doing things that we never done, because I never wouldn't have done that. And I think a part of what makes this show great and why people love it is because of things like that, the evolution. And not having to be that person that you just necessarily think you are, just being open to doing shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was cool. That was a cool interaction, man. We talked for the rest of the night.
I love that, man. I love that. That's dope, man. I'm glad you colored.
Nigga, I went and got me a coloring book. One of the grown
you know they got adult coloring books and stuff.
Yeah, one of the grown. See, I didn't know none of that. She was putting me on game as we were doing, because as I started to doing it, I was like, okay, I get why people do this. It's relaxing. You get the focus. You're paying attention and you're doing something, but it's also still like relaxing, because you ain't necessarily I didn't touch my phone for an hour. I'm getting these colors right and shit like that. Like, you ain't scrolling and doing different shit like that. You just focusing on, oh, this look good. This will look good here. So I was fucking with it. So I went and got me an adult coloring book for my trip tomorrow that I'm taking.
That's dope, man. For real, honestly, because finding new hobbies, finding new skills. That's something we'll talk about as we get towards the end of the year. Like maybe some things that we want to really do in 2026. I know like every time my birthday rolls around, there's a new hobby or something I'm trying to learn that comes around. So we'll start talking about that because I think that would be really beneficial for everybody to do. I do
Facts.
want to give a quick shout out to one of the bookworms. They reached out to me, and I got another thing I want to talk about that you just kind of mentioned. But one of the bookworms reached out to us, Sir Ram 81. Shout out to Sir Ram 81. Reached out. This was actually, I forget what chapter it was. But he sent this message November 13th, so about a little bit over 10 days ago from the time we're recording. Last Friday's episode, Rich invited the bookworms to tap in with some books to read. I wanted to read Atomic Habits. I overheard David Banner reference it in an interview and had to check it out. The topics of this book are how to change one habit by implementing small changes to a habit, such as the example of struggling to make it to the gym. Simple act of just driving up there and sitting in your car for 30 minutes and eventually going inside, walking treadmill, even for 5 minutes. Just keep adding another 5 minutes to develop a habit of going. A friend of a friend, Mo. I think I know what interview he's talking about. He might have been talking to Big Boy because he said, you know what the heaviest weight in the gym is?
The door.
He said the door. Yeah. So I think I've seen a clip of that recently.
He said he's seen that in a book.
No, a book called Atomic Habits.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar.
Yeah, by James Clear. So I gave a shout out to the bookworms and just kind of challenge everybody to hit us up with whatever books you're writing, reading. So Atomic Habits by James Clear. The goal is to take your recommendations, read them, and maybe give some feedback on them and things like that. So all you bookworms out there, that's the one that we have. I think one of the things that Spike Lee and myself, I'm saying it right now, we would love to actually start a book club. Maybe meet once a month with some people. Maybe it's a Zoom call, have a book that we can discuss and go from there. We'll see how it works out. I'm very conscious of putting too much on our plates right now because we already have a lot. So maybe some things need to clear out before that happens. But we still love conversations in the meantime. Also, in that same vein, there was something that.
Yep, I agree with you. Or if someone wants to take ownership of it, we would 1,000,000% happily be involved. Being that you schedule it around when we open, but if someone didn't want to wait on us because we got so much, someone is dedicated to it that wanted to start that and have us participate and talk about it on the show, or even plan when the other listeners could join and talk, like feel free to do it. Shoot us an email what your plan is and we'll help you do whatever we can. I think we need to start doing that more, like giving people the autonomy to be like, I think this would be dope, and not wait on us to have to be like, yeah, let's plan it out. Like, go ahead.
I'm really glad you said that because you already have the forward thinking of, I ain't got to do it by myself. Maybe we can have a conversation about that one day about this. I don't know any other word to call it, but control factor of building something and wanting your hand in every single aspect of it versus giving it and having trust that, you know what, I trust you with this. Go ahead and run with it. Even though it's still a part of the brand and whatnot. I don't have to know every waking thing of every second of what's going on with Another Week in the Books or any other thing that we're a part of. So I'm glad you said it like that. Real quick, self-development and the same thought of that. I saw this. I posted it, Third Eye Thoughts on Instagram. 5 non-negotiable days you should schedule every month. I thought this was fire. I'm about to start implementing this beginning in December. And I do recommend all the bookworms do the same because it just helps, especially if you aren't slowing down to know what's going on. Just schedule these days in your calendar. I have my Apple Calendar color coded the whole nine. Day one, get your shit together day. Right? So get your shit together day. That's a day to clear clutter. Physically, mentally, and digitally. Pay some bills, organize your inbox, do some meal prep, laundry, errands. It's boring, it's unsexy, but it's the kind of maintenance that keeps life from spiraling out of control. Day 2 is an unplugged day. You made me think of this when you talked about you were coloring and weren't on your phone for an hour. Put your phone down, turn off your notifications, log out of social media for 24 hours. Just avoid technology as much as you can. Go for a hike, spend some time with people in person, read a book. The world will not fall apart while you're offline. 3, be a tourist day. When's the last time you explored your city like it wasn't just where you live? Find something to do within your city that you ain't done. Try a new restaurant, try a new hole in the wall. travel to a new neighborhood, visit, all that kind of stuff. Just it had a quote that said, "Routine makes time fly, exploration slows it down." So I like that. I like that, man. So see the world around you with fresh eyes. You could be in your whole city, the same city your whole life, and there's places you ain't tried. Facts. Day 4, reconnection day. This one is very, very important. I might add a couple of these a month for me. Life gets busy, but relationships are what make it meaningful. Take at least one day per month to reconnect with the people that matter. Call your parents, reach out to an old friend, grab coffee with a mentor. That is 1,000% something that I will be doing at least twice a month. Just taking a day. Hey, man, you were on my mind. Hey, I was thinking about you. What are you doing? Hey, you free for coffee on Saturday morning? Whatever the case may be, just trying to connect and spend some time to time. No agenda, no hidden motive, just real connection. And remember, what you see online matters too. Day 5, mini adventure day. Try a rock climbing class, visit a museum, take a new route home. Just trying to do something that kind of goes in line with, seeing your city that you live in already. But I thought those was fire ideas, something I'm going to start implementing just to kind of get out of my own comfort zone and see what will happen if I stop being so cool. What happens if I color? You know what I mean? How is that going to make me feel? So that's going to be like the new baseline. I think that's a new level that we unlocked. Spike blue color. I think that's
100%.
I think that's dope. I got a question of the day, and then we're going to go ahead and end things with just what we're thankful about before we wrap up this episode. Spike Lou, somebody posed the most random question to me, and I've been thinking about it nonstop. And it's so random and so left field that I'm like, I got to ask my dog. And I got to pose this to the rest of the bookworms. Are you ready for this question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Usain Bolt and Joey Chestnut have a race. You know who Joey Chestnut is, right?
The hot dog dude.
Hot dog eating champion. Food eating champion, whatever you want to call him. Usain Bolt, Joey Chestnut have a race. 100 meters. Okay? Mm-hmm. But to complete the race, you don't only just have to run 100 meters. You also have to eat 8 hot dogs. Who wins the race?
So is the first one to finish the 8 hot dogs, or you just have to eat 8 hot dogs?
You finish the 8 hot, not just take a bite. You have to. They have the
so
8 hot dogs.
Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt is going to smoke Joey Chestnut so bad in the race. He should have time to go finish 8 hot dogs before Joey Chestnut's talents kick into play, I think. But can he eat 8 hot dogs?
I'm glad you said that. That is where this is coming to a head, right? Hot dog time.
Pause, Jesus.
No. I'm looking at something. Fair. I did just say that randomly, so. All right.
Hey, hot dog time is crazy.
Because I was Googling Joey Chestnut hot dog time, but instead of saying Joey Chestnut,
you sounded a little excited. Hot dog time. That reminded me, did you hear the story that Joe Budden was telling?
Which one, man? Probably
he
not.
Got caught with the glizzies. He got caught with the glizzies. So Fat Joe.
Y'all not about the glizzy. Hey, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all ain't about to glizzy shame me. I fuck with a good glizzy.
I fuck with a good glizzy. I ain't gonna hold you. Fuck it. Fat Joe was talking about on his podcast how he was at the Knick game. And Joe Budden sit right behind him. So Fat Joe said, I'm walking up. He said, who sits behind me? He said, I get to the seat. Cuz got 2 of them. 2 glizzies. Fat Joe was like, man, the nigga just had the glizzies in plain sight. He wasn't trying to hide them or nothing. He just got the 2 glizzies.
Hey, see, we gotta chill because I seen something that was I felt bad, man. This shit was pitiful. I saw Fab refusing to blow the candles at his birthday cake. He waved them because he didn't want to say pause.
Because he didn't want to pause the blow. That's insane.
We gotta draw the line somewhere, bro.
But Fab is the
literally
same
was
nigga.
Waving his shit.
Fab is
He
the same
50, ain't he?
nigga. Damn
Fab
near.
50.
If he not, he
Fab
damn near
gotta be
close. But,
50.
bro, I was watching a show. Posthumous was wrote on the board. Did you see this clip?
Yeah, I just saw it. I saw it.
Posthumous
Jim
was wrote on
Jones,
the
and
board.
yeah.
I listened to it though. I seen beyond the clip. Fab was adamant. He couldn't believe that Posthumous wasn't posthumous.
Yeah.
This nigga was. It was people in the room agreeing with him. I couldn't believe this.
Hey, listen, I just saw a clip with Joel Santana told niggas don't read, don't worry about.
I wouldn't even click on that. I wouldn't even click on that.
Like, what are we doing?
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, Fab just turned 48, by the way. 48-year-old man.
Won't pull out
Hey. All right, man, hold on, man. So I did some research. Anyway, I say all that to say the hot dog time came from me looking up Joey Chestnut hot dog time. That's what I put in. So he can eat 70. He's eating 76 hot dogs and buns in 10 minutes. All right. So that's a 7.6 per 60 seconds. We'll say it like that, if I'm doing the math right. Mm-hmm. So he can do that in about 1 minute. Usain Bolt ran the 100 meters in 9.5 seconds. The average human could probably run it in 13 to 15 seconds. Mm-hmm. The difference of this is going to be how fast can Usain Bolt eat 8 hot dogs? And I don't think he can do it in
how
enough
fast
time.
Did it say the average human eat a hot dog?
I don't know. I ain't looked at after I said hot dog time. You shamed me. I was scared to look that shit up.
You can eat a hot dog in maybe. If you rushing
1 minute, about 1 in 1 minute. So that's 8 minutes. That means Joey's smoking his boots.
Yeah, because he ain't gonna finish 8 minutes in front of him.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He got to run a 200 or 400 meter. Like Usain Bolt's gonna have to run.
It wouldn't. You couldn't do the 100.
200 would be the most fair. I think Usain can beat him in the 200 because it's gonna take a minute
time.
Yeah, that's what I like to think anyway. I don't know. Either way, that was just a random.
I like these. I hope people don't fall off and continue to send them in. And even if they don't send one in, we'll think of one for the week.
Yeah, we'll think of one. We'll catch on. We did have somebody
a day before recording if we don't have one, just to think of one because I like doing these.
100%.
Just random, not too serious questions here.
Please send those in. All right. With that being said, just want to kind of end things. Like I said, we just wanted to check in with y'all. It's been a minute. We'll be back on our regular schedule. I'll talk about the schedule as the year is about to end, but just want to take some time, man, to give thanks. We know that's what this part of the year is for. And I can tell you first and foremost, man, I appreciate all y'all bookworms out there. I appreciate you. I'm sure I can speak for Spike Lou when we say we appreciate you, man. This is for me to have kind of stepped into this role. I think 50. We're not even at 50 yet. We're still 40-something episodes in. This has by far been the most challenging thing that I've done in the podcast space. Another week in the book, because it is not something that is for the faint of heart. It's not someone who's going to be guarded or shielded. You kind of have to really open up and put your whole self out there. I got a really interesting voice note from Mo yesterday that I thought was really dope. If y'all don't know, Mo, myself, and Spike Lou, we host No More Half Measures. It's a Breaking Bad podcast. We previously had completed Good Earners, which broke down every episode and scene of The Sopranos. On this one, I am a Mike, so I'm kind of hosting it, and I'm throwing lobs to Spike Lou and Mo. And Mo sent me a voice note just saying, man, it's been dope to see you in this position because now I feel like I know you a little bit better. I feel like I know your personality and certain things that are coming out just naturally through conversation. And, we had a couple funny moments, man. We had the infamous I wasn't talking when me and Spike Lou interrupted. A couple other things as well that is just kind of me being me, honestly. Like the person that people who know me for 20-some years, that's the version they get. And I was crediting him with like, man, there's such a comfort. And I don't know, maybe you can speak to this as well, Spike Lou, but a certain comfort after doing Good Earners that I just have with y'all. It's like a rapport that's just kind of it's almost like riding a bike. You don't even think
it's
about
natural.
It. Yeah, like it's such a groove right now, just 6 episodes into that show. And I feel, like I said, I can just be myself and we just having a good time clowning while also making our great points. So I'm thankful for y'all, brothers. I'm thankful for the bookworms out there for embracing me with open arms after everything that book 1 was. I know I've said it myself. Book 1 was my favorite podcast. It was such a different dynamic with Spike and Mo and them having different mindsets. However, I've been having a really good time growing myself and learning in this space. On top of family, friends, um, I can name everybody I work with: Rachel, school, like I said, Mo, everybody from Childish Grown Ups to Rio and everything else. But Phil, shout out to my dog Phil with Gridiron Jungle. But most importantly,
I thought y'all stopped doing it this season.
hey man, now you know what we did. You know what we did? We turned it into a fantasy
y'all would
football
get that
podcast.
up.
Yeah, we turned it into a fantasy football podcast. Like they so trash, we just started talking about our fantasy football league. Like, ain't no point in talking about the Bengals right now. But in a very long-winded way, I'm just thankful for the new opportunities. I'm thankful for having a mind that continues to want to grow, continue to want to have challenges put in front of me, to continue to want to be the best version of myself. Spike Lou and myself had a nice meeting today to where we were just talking about some things that we have going for 2026 and getting that off the ground. Thankful for a brother like you who, like I said, man, we just kind of pick up here in this space and not only just go from I don't know who this is, our first time meeting was on a recording, to now talking about actually outside ventures and growing and other things. And it's just been a real pleasure to be on this journey with you, my brother, and to see you grow, not only as a listener from book one, but also as a co-host in book two, to see some of the things you do. You would have never went coloring in chapter 12 of book one, like ever. You know what I mean? So all of that I think is
probably
very
would have had her
impressive,
get
man.
up from the table, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's real. I see it. I see it, man. So I'm happy, thankful for health, thankful for family, thankful for love, thankful for leaving situations where they are, leaving people where they are, and continue to grow and just kind of live out my calling. So just want to say that. We thank y'all for, like I said, being patient. Spike Lou, what about you? What are you thankful for as we enter in this time of the year?
First and foremost, very well said. And I appreciate that, my brother, from meeting you. Like you said, as far as meeting each other and where we are now, I couldn't ask for anything better from the universe. I feel like I have another brother out here. Like we talked about day ones and day twos, and it definitely was a cool thing to experience how you and I, and also Mo have grown to become what we are right now versus where we started at as far as just recording these Sopranos episodes together. So that's one thing that I'm very appreciative of, and I want to double down on your sentiments on it. One of the things I'm most thankful for at this stage in my life is opportunity. The opportunity to meet with you, like you said about the business things, the opportunity to be put in a position to color. Like I love the opportunities that I'm being presented with at this stage in my life, and I pray for the wherewithal and the strength and I pray to know what to do with them, not to squander them.
Yeah,
that's what I want to really focus on, because I am, again, extremely thankful for things that have happened to me this year, to where I'm ending the year out at. I'm just thankful for the opportunities to mend old friendships, to not walk around with a chip on my shoulder, to having good family and good friends around me that call and check, nigga, have you worked out today? Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you move your body today? Like, just those different things. And I'm just really grateful for all of these opportunities from the people that I know around me. I think I've done a good job in surrounding myself with people who care, and I want to be continuous in that and sharing the same sentiments to them that I care, and for us to continue to care all for each other and continue to push each other to where we know we could be. I'm glad that I don't just have accepting friends or accepting associates. I'm glad that there are people around me to say, like, I see you doing this, I respect it, and I love it, and I think you could do more. Here's some ideas that I have, or what do you want to do next? I'm thankful that there's people around me to ask me those things. They don't just look at me and say, oh man, you've done this great thing, or you do this great thing. Like, I love that I have people that challenge me. They say, hey brother, like you do good at this. What about this? Or what about this? So I love that. Family, as you said, friends, health, all of those things. that's what I'm most thankful for. Clarity in this journey that I am at the age that I am now, having a birthday coming up. So it's mostly people and opportunity is what I'm thankful for the most at this stage of my life.
Absolutely, man. Very well said. As you mentioned, just getting started, man. We got a lot of stuff to do and get accomplished. We appreciate y'all patience as Spike Lee and myself are transitioning to another phase of our podcast journey, of our business journey, of our media
Yeah, the
takeover,
mogul
however you want to
stage
call
now.
it. Yeah,
In the
yeah,
mogul
yeah, man. I
stage.
kind of, I'll talk about this as we get towards the end of the year, but I told myself, man, the 2026, there has to be something substantial that happens in this space for me. And I have to make
It
sure
will.
I am doing everything I can to like make sure I do my part and also be prepared when it does happen. I fully believe that it will, but it's also one of those make or break years. I'm going to look back at this at one point and say, this was a big year. 2026 is going to be a huge year for me in this space.
Yep. Facts.
Without question.
Especially since we're not using the word trying. We're not trying to do
Nah,
anything. We're doing
nah.
stuff. We're going to see how it works, and then that's going to navigate the path that we take forward. So everything that we are talking about, we're doing. That doing is going to lead to insight, and that insight is going to lead to success.
Facts, facts. All right, we appreciate y'all. So with that being said, just a little heads up on how things are looking as we finish off this year. So obviously we wanted to drop something out for this week. We'll be back on our normal program. We'll have an episode on December 5th. We'll go ahead and record that. Spike and myself. Might have a guest, not sure. We'll discuss what we're gonna have. But then also the rest of the year should be pretty clear. Now we do have New Year's and Christmas in the last 2 weeks of the year. I'll be honest, I haven't really fully talked to Spike Lou, but we might just take the 2 weeks off. Maybe drop like a bonus episode for Christmas. I know one thing, matter of fact, let's put this on the books. One thing that we discussed a while ago was Spike Lou and myself just having a discussion about A Wonderful Life. And maybe we'll do that as some bonus content that week of Christmas. I think Christmas is on a Friday, or maybe the 26th is a Friday. Maybe we'll do something like that for that week. But we do plan on probably taking the last couple of weeks off. Like I said, that could change. I'll talk to Spike Lou, see how our schedules are. If we have the capacity, we might do something. But, we just want to make sure we're gearing up properly, taking time to rest out as we get ready for a big, big, big 2026. So we'll be back. Still got a few episodes left. We appreciate y'all. Thank you as always. Send those questions of the week. Send those comments. We'll be back in full swing. And like I said, we'll probably have a bonus episode up for you featuring myself and Mo, which was recorded, I believe, last year sometime, middle of 2024. But yeah, still think it'll work. So with that being said, we out. Spike Lou, appreciate you, my brother, man. Happy belated
Appreciate
birthday.
you, my brother.
You'll be hearing this after his birthday's passed. And yeah, we'll catch y'all on December 5th. We out.
Peace.